Number 27 requires a little bit more thought. For function number 1, any y value can be determined by using this expression right here, 5/2 x plus 3. This is function number 2 right here in the table. And we're going to ask some questions about it. Which statement about the two functions is true? Is it true that both functions have the same rate of change? Well, we know by looking at the equation that the rate of change for function number 1 is 5/2. It's our slope there. So the rate of change is 5/2. What is the rate of change for the table? Well, in this case, to find that out, what we've got to do is we've got to find the rate of change for the x and the y. And that will give us our rate of change or our slope. So as we look at the y values, they increase by 4 from one to the next. 4 from 7 to 11, 4 from 11 to 15, and so on. And in the x portion of our chart, they increase by 1. From -1 to 0 is 1, 0 to 1 is 1, 1 to 2 is 1, and 2 to 3 is 1. So what we wind up with is a rise or a y value of 4 over a run or an x value of 1. And that is our rate of change. So is it true, letter A, that both functions have the same rate of change? Well, these two numbers are not the same, so we know that that is clearly not true. Is it true that function 1 has a greater rate of change than function 2? Well, function 1 has a rate of change of 5/2, which winds up being about 2.5. And function 2 has a rate of change of 4. So 2.5 or 4, which one is greater? Function 2 is greater. Letter C, function 2 has a greater rate of change than function 1. Well, that is true. We just demonstrated that. 4 is greater than 2.5, so that's probably going to be our right answer. But let's check letter D just to be sure. Function 1 has a positive rate of change. Well, that's true. 5/2 is positive. And function 2 has a negative rate of change. 4/1 is not negative, so that cannot be true. And our answer is C.